Discover how atomic clocks are being used to study the Earth's rotation and climate change, and learn how scientists are using atomic clocks to monitor the melting of ice caps. Atomic clocks are the most accurate timekeeping devices, losing only 1 second over 100 million years. The Earth's rotation is slowing down due to the melting of ice caps, causing days to get longer by 1.8 milliseconds per century. Scientists use atomic clocks to measure the Earth's rotation by comparing the time kept by clocks at different latitudes. The melting of ice caps, such as in Greenland, causes a slight shift in the Earth's rotation axis, which atomic clocks can detect. By monitoring the Earth's rotation, scientists can infer the amount of ice mass lost, helping to track climate change. Breaking down the NBA's greatest modern rivalry, featuring the on-court battles, stats, and awards of LeBron James and Stephen Curry. LeBron James and Stephen Curry have faced each other 34 times in the regular season and playoffs. Curry's Warriors won 3 NBA championships from 2015 to 2018, while LeBron's Cavs won 1 in 2016. LeBron has averaged 28.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 7.1 assists per game against Curry's Warriors. Steph Curry has made 244 three-pointers against LeBron's teams, the most against any opponent. LeBron has been named NBA Finals MVP 4 times, while Curry has been named twice. Their rivalry has produced 1-4-4 0-point games, with LeBron scoring 10 and Curry scoring 4. Debunking common misconceptions about face blindness, such as the idea that it's related to intelligence or memory, and exploring the actual causes and effects. Prosopagnosia, also known as face blindness, affects 2 to 3% of the general population. It's not about being forgetful or having a bad memory. Face blindness is a neurological condition. Face blindness isn't related to intelligence. It's a distinct cognitive issue affecting facial recognition. People with prosopagnosia can recognize people, but struggle to identify them by face alone. The condition can be congenital, but also result from brain damage or certain medical conditions. Awareness and understanding of prosopagnosia can help reduce social anxiety for those who experience it. Did you know that 83% of tap water samples from around the world contain microplastics? Every day, you unknowingly ingest microplastics, with 83% of tap water samples worldwide contaminated. Microplastics are tiny plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeters, commonly found in cosmetics and clothing. The main sources of microplastics are wastewater treatment plants, industrial runoff, and plastic debris. Microplastics have been found in 90% of table salt samples, showing their pervasive presence in our diet. Exposure to microplastics has been linked to human health issues, including cancer and reproductive problems. Reducing plastic use, recycling, and using a water filter can help minimize microplastic consumption and exposure. The epic battles that shook the music world. The legendary feud between Taylor Swift and Kanye West started at the 2009 VMAs, shocking the music world. The Beatles and Oasis had a highly publicized feud in the 1,990 seconds, with Oasis's Liam Gallagher calling the Beatles soulless. The rivalry between Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash was fueled by their competing styles and chart dominance in the 1,950 seconds. The feud between hip-hop giants Drake and Pusha T escalated into a series of diss tracks, captivating fans worldwide. The infamous Super Bowl halftime show in 2012 sparked a feud between Madonna and LMFAO, with rumors of a backstage fight. The long-standing feud between rappers 50 Cent and Ja Rule originated in the early 2000s, with both artists releasing diss tracks. Witness the thrill of ice climbing with professional climber Lana Kaipikova as she tackles some of the most challenging ice climbing routes in the world, including the infamous Shishapangma ice wall in Tibet. Ice climbing is a highly specialized sport, requiring climbers to navigate frozen waterfalls and glaciers. The Shishapangma ice wall in Tibet stands at over 8,000 meters, making it one of the highest ice climbs in the world. Lana Kaipikova, a professional ice climber, has conquered over 50 ice routes worldwide, including the notorious Icefall in the French Alps. Ice climbing gear is specifically designed to withstand sub-zero temperatures, with crampons and ice axes being essential tools. In 1872, the the Mary Celeste was found adrift with no signs of foul play or natural disaster, but all crew members were gone. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York to Genoa on the 7th of November 1872, with a crew of 7 on board. On the 5th of December 1872, the Mary Celeste was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean with no signs of damage or struggle. All personal belongings, including valuables, were still intact, suggesting no robbery or pirate attack occurred. The only signs of anything amiss were a disarrayed life raft and a few scratches on the ship's rail. Theories have ranged from mutiny to sea monsters, but no definitive explanation for the crew's disappearance has been proven. The Mary Celeste's mystery has endured for over 140 years, remaining one of the greatest maritime enigmas in history. Learn about Michael Jordan's superstition of wearing a specific pair of shoes during games and how it contributed to his success on the court. Michael Jordan wore his University of North Carolina game shoes in his first NBA season for good luck. Jordan's superstition stemmed from his 1982 NCAA championship win, where he wore those shoes. The shoes were a modified version of the Air Jordan 1, with the iconic Jumpman logo. Jordan wore the same shoes for every game, often switching between them and new pairs mid-game. This ritual brought him a sense of comfort and confidence, which contributed to his on-court success. The shoes are now a piece of basketball history, symbolizing Jordan's legendary career. We're taking a closer look at some of the most infamous military vehicle disasters in history, including the sinking of the USS Indianapolis and the M1 Abrams early deployment issues. The USS Indianapolis was torpedoed and sunk by a Japanese submarine in 1945, resulting in over 879 deaths. The M1 Abrams tank was initially plagued by mechanical issues, with 60% of the fleet breaking down in 1981. The M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle was criticized for its lack of armor, leading to high casualties in the Gulf War. The U.S. Army's M60 Patton tank was prone to engine fires, causing 22 deaths between 1,965 and 1,970. The British Army's Challenger 2 tank was involved in a friendly fire incident in 2003, killing 2 soldiers in Iraq. Learn how to use the anchoring effect to your advantage in negotiations, just like real estate agents do, by making an extreme initial offer to set the tone for the rest of the conversation. The anchoring effect is a negotiation tactic that sets the tone for the rest of the conversation. Real estate agents often use anchoring by listing properties at a higher price to create a negotiation buffer. Making an extreme initial offer can influence the counteroffer and final agreement. The first offer in a negotiation typically serves as an anchor, shaping the other party's expectations. Anchoring can backfire if the initial offer is perceived as unrealistic or insulting to the other party. Mastering anchoring requires understanding the other party's goals and limits to make a strategic initial